your location throughout the day as well. So got to have the shades with you too. And as far as an umbrella, you know, you may see a couple little sprinkles out there, but that's about it. If you see anything more than that, you hit the bonanza. Now, what's going on in Storm Tracker 4? Kind of interesting. We're getting some subtropical moisture a little bit mixed in here with this. The driver is this system, which is way up towards the north. Unfortunately, it's not dipping far enough south to give us that meaty rain, or at least the big impact. Now, we are going to see temperatures fall when it's done now. So when it plays out, you're going to notice those temperatures dropping. Let's go ahead and see in Futurecast 4 what we're talking about. Nice opening up patch there for you folks in the inland areas. A little bit around the peninsula will remain cloudy, so Half Moon Bay, probably a lot of cloud cover throughout the day today. Temperatures will be dropping. And we get into Monday, there is a patch here. Monday morning, opening up temporarily there. Some showers potentially in the Santa Cruz Mountains of some unfinished business, if you will, going forward. Finally, it clears out in the afternoon. And into Tuesday, lots of sunshine. But don't let that fool you. Cooler temps throughout really the week ahead. Inland temperatures are going to fall into the 60s, it looks like. Let's get to those winds now. With all of this going on, onshore winds, we have a lot of humidity at the lower levels, so all of that's good. But there is going to be a switch here. By the time we start to get to Monday and into Tuesday, whack, offshore winds here. Now, it looks to be more active with the winds before that switch starts to happen, so it'll remain onshore and breezy, but still looks like some breezy conditions with the pop offshore as we get into the early part of the week. So Tuesday, Wednesday zone before that other little bout of maybe seeing some showers. That'll, of course, have to be watched. So let's look at the moisture levels here. These are back to dew point numbers. Somewhat typical we might see with a mild event in the 50s like that. Want to keep it that way, and it stays in the 50s, it looks, throughout much of the day. They typically tend to drop. You see some 40s popping up here. That's typical, but Monday morning at 6 a.m., we have them in the 40s. That kind of gives you a hint of some drier air working in here with those offshore winds working, 38, for example, in Vacaville. So when you have winds and dew points falling like this, that starts to get more into the danger zone here. Our forecast calls for 65 for San Francisco, an isolated sprinkle, but we were showing you the Santa Cruz Mountains might be treated to that by tomorrow morning. 68, Oakland clouds on and off, 75, variable clouds for San Jose. High temperatures going on for today. We'll still manage some 70s well inland, also up in the North Bay, but you see some 60s penetrating in for high temperatures, mind you, so you can see a little change starting to happen and expect much of the week to see 60s going on for highs there. But as I mentioned earlier, we have some more rain coming back in the forecast. By the time we get to around Thursday or so, there's another little shot here and maybe into next weekend as well. But we'll see when we get a little closer to what's happening. We're right on that edge there before everything comes down and gives us a good solid rain.
Ooh, okay,
you know,
all right.
We don't really see that just yet. So.
Sounds like now's the time, though, to start getting those winter clothes out, perhaps.
Prepping up for that. It's a good idea.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Dave. Well, KRON 4 is your local election headquarters. The presidential race is still in a dead heat, and News Nation reporter Mills Hayes has the latest.